I've been to almost all 17 counties. There's still 2 to go, and my wife and daughter have gone with me, campaign supporters all over the state, and it's going very well. Thank you for asking.
Tell me a little bit about yourself.
First of all, I was one of the mean 15 in the Assembly in 2003. We stopped the gross receipts tax. I have a long history of being the only limited government conservative on the Board of Regents. I've been on the board for 7 years now, since my time in the Assembly, trying to bring a new perspective to higher education. I've been chairman of audit twice. I've been chairman of budget and finance. I've been active in the investment committee. And I think all of that shows that I'm, pardon the phrase, nerd enough to be your next state controller. I'm campaigning as one plain-speaking nerd who has the background both as a chief financial officer and otherwise in private business, the other half of my working life in public service. And I think that sets me up very well to be controller, but even more important, beyond doing the nuts and bolts of being the state's chief fiscal officer, handling the audit and all of that stuff, I think I bring another dimension, because what the people need is for somebody to dig down in all those gray financial reports, all those stacks of paper, and abstract out and highlight the important information. I've done that in this campaign, pointing out that state spending has grown much faster than the incomes of Nevada families and businesses. And when I'm controller, that fact will be in our financial reports. The details will be there. It'll be up on the website. If I were controller today, we'd have an analysis of the so-called margins tax that's proposed, which I think is a disaster, to show what that would do to Nevada families and businesses. We'd have an analysis of the mining tax to show what a problem that is. We would do all of those kinds of things to go beyond just the nuts and bolts. That's why I'm running for controller. As I've told people, if you're dissatisfied with the job I've done as the only limited government constitutional conservative on the Board of Regents, you vote for me for controller to get me out of there. If you're satisfied with the job I've done, you vote for me for controller, because there's so much more I can do for you.
And you're so lively. Tell me all about your website.
My website is ronknecht.com. It has some of the columns I've written as a regular newspaper columnist. It has some of the work I've done as a professional economist and policy analyst. By the way, I am such a nerd that I even have engineering registration left over from my days in California. And my undergraduate major was math, so I think I've got the numbers side of this licked, but I think there's more that we can do, and that's why I want to be controller.